Why some people may be thinking 2027 is far away, but in the political scene and political calendar is somewhere around the corner. And that's the reason you're seeing a lot of things happening in PDP and Labour Party. Do you know exactly what's happening? I'll let you know today on Review. My name is Ramsey Enoch, and joining me in the conversation today is a very young man. I told him sometimes back, I said 2027, what's going to happen? And he said, well, I'm coming out. All right, I have joining me in the studio today for review is Fred Ogbole. He's a political and public affairs analyst. Good morning, Fred.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, how's 2027? How is preparations?
Right now, considering our political landscape in Nigeria, preparations are usually at the back of the scene, right? That's the best word. Most Nigerians will start coming out 2026 or 2025. But within 2024, a lot of things are going on. And one thing that 2023 election did for a lot of young people in Nigeria is he have opened the space up in the possibility that anything can happen.
That's right.
Because Peter Obi brought that emergence. And I love the fact that a lot of Nigerians saw the possibilities of coming out boldly to dare to dream, not just only dare to dream, coming out to challenge the status quo. And that is very key for our political system, because if that is not done, we can't have to bring the kind of revolution that happened in Senegal, what is happening in Equatorial Guinea, and other African countries taking charge of their own countries in their hands.
Okay, looking at some of the papers today, one of the papers specifically, to be specific, the Guardian newspaper, there is this story, okay, that is making round, and I would like us to look at it. It says that 2027 Obi supporters begin mobilization, set up harmonization committee. Do you see that being too early, or it is in order? And what do you think of Peter Obi in 2027? Remember, there was an information that circulated over the weekend when Atiku was saying, well, he is ready to be with Peter Obi for 2027, meaning they are ready to give APC a run for their money. So what do you think about this mobilization and everything that they are putting in place right now?
Now, the problem is not giving APC the run. The problem is having good governance, right? So for me, I think that if we have more of collaboration than selfish interests, more of collaboration than competition, we can get it right in 2027. Because at this point, if the focal point is having to bring equity, justice, fairness, and good governance, we can have a better system. What happened in 2023, the likes of Atiku and Peter Obi, if they had collaborated, they would have won, possibly. If Obi and Kwankwaso has collaborated, they would have won, possibly. But at the initials, everybody were bent on their ego. Everybody was on a selfish aspect. It must be me, and they lost out to Tinubu, which was the bigger fish for the game of 2023. So if you want to challenge that status quo in 2027, you need more force. You need to double or triple your job of what you did in 2023. And that can only be possible with collaboration, right? And if you do that, if you now have to say, okay, my interest comes first, you're going to get it wrong. Tinubu will still beat you hands down.
All right, let me ask you a question. Let's assume, for instance, okay, you are a godfather, a political godfather, or let me use the word, a kingmaker. In 2027, let's say you are the one in charge of Labour Party. For instance, you're the one in charge of PDP. You are the one in charge of NNPP as a single person. Kwankwaso, Atiku, and Peter Obi, who would you front? Or you feel maybe the ground is level enough now that what happened in 2023 has actually made it possible for anyone to emerge apart from these three persons?
So politics, if it has not gotten to the point where people decide who leads them, we won't have an efficient system, right? So the picture of godfatherism is nice for advisory, for mentorship, for guidance, but it is wrong if they are dictating who becomes the next leader, right? So it's nice if they are there to provide support, but it's wrong if they are trying to tell you, okay, this is the next person coming in, either the person is good or bad. And in all of these three persons, they are all good leaders. They have served in their way. They have their flaws. Their imperfections came in. Their perfection gave us some certain results, right? But in all of these things, it's better that they all come out. Tell Nigerians what you want to do for them. Because if you want to vie for a political office, you have not entered that office. What people need to hear is promises, strategies, practical plan of what you want to do. Yaradua was one of a very good example for that. None of these guys was able to tell us anything tangible that we knew that, okay.
Okay, yeah, I think that's another point. Let me just ask you this question finally before we go. For instance, some persons are saying Obi already lost his chance, okay, in 2023. That's what some persons believe. But do you believe in the same school of thought?
When it comes to Nigerian political system, Obi is still within the range of competing and winning. But there are so many contexts around him how will I call it, that will somehow withheld his winning. But some of those things are what he needs to fix. This is something that is out of my control. But if Obi must come out to contend, we need to put in a lot of factors in place, right? Because if you look at 2023 election, his running mate was less popular than him. APC filled in a running mate that was literally taking off charge of the North. Atiku filled in a running mate that was literally coming from Delta, and he had done a lot from his end. But when Yusuf came in, he came in not from a fully political publicized environment. He has served before, but he took a break into business and all of that. If you check the balance, there was a loophole on certain ways that you know that the forces were not strong enough to bring the victory.
All right. Thank you very much, Fred, for adding your voice to the conversation. We are all looking forward to 2027. Probably Obi is going to be coming again, or maybe Atiku. But some persons said, well, they don't want Atiku anymore. But then the fight in PDP and, of course, APC, Labour Party, all of them have their fracas. But then as it is not over until it's over. 2027 is not close by yet. But then politically, if you look at the political calendar, it's not far anymore because preparations already on the way, and hence the mobilization coming from the Labour Party. Well, this is going to be the size of the review for this morning. We will come on your way again, and that's going to be tomorrow with another topical issue. My name is Ramsey Enoch. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye for now.